Once again, welcome to Ask Kim Collins. So we've been answering questions here on Instagram about different aspects of training, and there's been some interesting questions that came in so far, and we appreciate your questions, and we hope that you appreciate the answers given as well. Now, today our first question comes from Justy on Instagram, and the question is in relation to speed bands, and do I use them and what do I think about them? Yes, I do. I do use the resistance band. Resistance training is very good for muscle building, muscle toning, and of course sprinting. I've tried them in many different ways and many different aspects, and it's something that you can definitely continue to use. So yes, 2 thumbs up on the speed bands. Well, next question comes from Ingrid Sells on Instagram, and the question is an interesting one. Do I run with my hands closed or open? Now, both. It depends on the day. It depends on the mood. I mean, sometimes you never know what's going to happen. You get out there and the body goes into what we call survival mode, where it's going to go. It's not going to go the way you may want it to, but the body is just going to fight. So there are times when my arms are open and I'm going, and I've done well, run fast. And there are times when my arms are closed, boxed up, which I'm encouraged by my coach to do. And it's sometimes you get it right and sometimes you don't. You just want to get it right at the right time when the race actually counts. Now, when your hands are open, it is more of a technique type runner, more of a fitness type runner. When your arms are closed, it's more for strong, powerful runners. They get the power from boxing in their arms. So I don't know if there's research done on which is better or which is easier. To my knowledge and in my experience, it just comes down on the day. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it. And arms closed or arms open, I don't think that's really going to stop you. So definitely, whatever you feel comfortable with, it will work. And if you're a stronger person, yes, closed is better. And if you're a lighter person, like I have been for most of pretty much all my life, if you're a lighter person like myself, yes, the arms open will help you to just glide through it. So there you go. Hope I explained it well. Thank you. Follow up again from Ingrid Sells on Instagram. Should your body remain stable or lean on each stride? Definitely you want to remain stable. Once you start to jerk on each side, it definitely can cause injuries to your lower back, your hamstrings, in many parts of the body. This can go wrong. So definitely you want to keep your torso in one place. You definitely don't want it to be jerking. The only thing supposed to be moving mostly is, of course, your arms and legs. So be patient and just be clear and understand that if you are trying to sprint as fast as possible, it's very important to stay relaxed. So running, and I know a lot of people say my head bob sometimes, yes, but it's all caught up in the moment. But if you're able to keep your body still, it'll work better than if you're moving around too much. So, as always, I hope that I've answered your question, and if not, send me a follow-up, and I'm happy to hear from you, and I hope that you've getting the answers that make somewhat sense to you. So understand that we're trying to make sure just about everybody have access to information. There's a lot of bad information out there, and there are a lot of persons you have to be careful with because they really don't have the knowledge and or the experience to give the information. So I feel a little bit privileged to be able to explain some stuff to some people, and I hope you guys appreciate the little help that I'm trying to give in terms of making sure people know the truth behind what they are capable of themselves. So thanks for asking, and I wish you all the best, and looking forward to hearing from you in the future. Thanks. And here we go again with our next question, which comes from Linford Cleland on Facebook. And the question is about speed endurance. Now, the way you develop speed and speed endurance is pretty much similar. The difference is when it comes to speed endurance, there's little to no rest. For example, if you do 5 times 60 meters for speed work, Okay, you may have anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes rest. Now, if you do 5 times 60 meters for speed endurance, there's no rest. So you would sprint, turn, and sprint again. And you can do that for different distances. Sometimes it could be 110, sometimes it could be 90 meters, it could be 3 times 90 meters. There's different ways of doing it. There is different exercises where you sprint, hold, and try to sprint again. There are so many different ways to try to build speed endurance. Is a lot to cover in one little sitting of ask him. So definitely start with speed, no rest. That's how you're going to develop the speed endurance. And you don't want to overdo by trying to do speed endurance for 3 or 400 meters. You want to keep the distance shorter. That way the body gets a time to catch its breath for a few seconds and then go back into it. You're trying to build endurance with the speed, not speed alone or endurance alone. So you have to mix both of them, speed and endurance, no rest. So I hope that answered a little bit of what you asked to some extent. And if there's any follow-up, just please send us a note. If you have any other questions or a video you want us to take a look at to help you critique, definitely go ahead and send that in. And as always, thanks for asking. I hope I answered it well, and we look forward to hearing from you or any one of you that have a question that you find that we may be able to answer. So thanks again. Peace.